If you want to stay up to date with all current hip hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. There is a theory going around concerning the release date of Drake's upcoming new album, Certified Lover Boy, that a lot of you guys have been telling me about in the comments under my last video that I made on the project. I kind of talked about when I think this album would drop, and I said that July, August was the most likely, just judging off of all the hints, all the evidence, all the information that we have gathered over the past couple of weeks and months, and also, throughout the whole history of this thing getting delayed and announced again and all of that. Y'all know the vibes if you've been following the channel. But today I want to talk about one specific theory that a lot of people have been referencing when talking about the release date of Certified Lover Boy. So let's talk about it. So this theory, some of y'all probably know what I'm going to talk about, is concerning the release date of August 6th. And how people get to this conclusion is from the cover art. Now, if you look at the cover art for CLB, or at least the logo, we don't know if there's going to be the cover art yet, but this is the logo that he's been using for some time now, putting in all different kinds of videos in the trailer. He even, got some merch put out with this logo on it. So we can kind of assume that this is what is going to be used for the promotional purposes of this thing, probably also as the album cover, but as I said, not official yet. So if you look at this, you can see the letters CLB, a rose, and then a little angel with an arrow, shooting like a heart arrow or whatever. But let's look at the letters, the CLB letters. They're like a very cursive kind of writing, and there's a theory, as I said, going around that if you turn these letters, then you can see some numbers. A lot of people have been saying, the CLB logo got numbers in it. And when you look at it like this way, you can kind of make out the number 6686, and then to me, it looks like a 2 and a 9. It could also be like a reverse 6. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, people are saying that this could directly reference August 6th, judging from, the number combination in the middle, which is 8 and 6, and that would put, August 6th is a Friday, which is usually when albums drop. So that would put the release date for Certified Lover Boy on August 6th. This is, of course, first hearing about this, very kind of far-fetched. And the first time I heard about this and saw the evidence for it, I was really not convinced. And a lot of skeptical voices are out there that are, speaking out against this. For example, I found a post on the Drizzy Reddit where two people kind of expressed their criticism on this theory. One of them saying, "This holds no grounds at all. The logo is just meant to look like a lot of sixes because it's his 6th studio album. Not to mention that logo was released in the Only You music video, and he said summer 2020 and then January 2021. Another person said, "The theory about the logo holds no weight. He released the logo in the trailer when he intended to release in January. However, August 6th is a possibility, but not because of the logo." And I think that's kind of sums up what I think about this too. I think, of course, a lot of sixes that we can see in there. There are like 3, 4, 5, 6s in total that we can see on there. This number is very special to Drizzy. He himself calls himself the Six God, coming from Toronto, which is referred to as the Six. We all know that. And this is his 6th studio album. So Six God from the Six, having his 6th studio album. Of course, there's going to be a lot of sixes involved. He's referenced that number so many times in the past already. Several songs connected to that number as well. So this is something very special to him. Of course, that could also, lead you to believe that he's going to drop on the 6th just because to get another number 6 in there in the whole project. But I'm not sure if he really wants to go that route. And I think the 6s on the album cover are not meant to reference the release date of August 6th, but his status as a 6 God and his 6th studio album, as those people just said. I think the most kind of, clear evidence speaking against this is also that he released this logo, as those two people said. I'm just kind of, giving you some more background on it. He released that logo last summer or last spring, summer, when he still intended to drop in summer of 2020. He also used that logo in the trailer that we got in October when he announced a release date of January. So with all of this, announcing for summer and January, he could have not possibly already predicted that he was going to delay it twice. I don't think that was ever in his plans. I think the pandemic kind of, made him delay it, and also his knee injury, although I still think that that was a stupid excuse, and there was, some more stuff going on behind the scenes that we just don't know about. But that to me is a clear reason why this is not directly referencing August 6th. Now let's talk about why this album could still drop on August 6th, even if it's not connected to the album cover. So August 6th, from today on the 15th, is 3 weeks in the future, or 4 Fridays if we count tomorrow's Friday as well. That would mean that he would still have 4 Fridays to kind of release anything related to it. We could get a single this week or next week with an announcement that would, leave him 2 weeks to then further announce this album while people still know about it. I think that this date going around is even more deeply connected than just the logo. I think people are just realistically seeing it as a release date, and I do think that this could very likely be the official release date. Just as I said, judging from the whole time schedule of it. I did say this about a lot of dates for CLB in the past too, announcing it or like predicting it for July, which then, didn't come true. We could be still getting it on 30th, for example, but I think he wants to have at least that one more week of rollout time to drop another single. Then the other week, drop the track list, the announcement, the cover art, all that good stuff that comes with it. And then maybe on the 6th, we would get it. This would, I think if he's pushed it back this far, then he could just wait till the 6th just so he could drop it on the 6th and have another number 6 connected to the project. I think Drizzy would do that. I would judge him as a character that would just, do it for the sake of having another 6 in there. So that's kind of the evidence, looking at the CLB logo. If you turn it around 90 degrees, you can kind of make out some numbers, which then would, people interpret as August 6th. Some voices, as I just told you on the Reddit or myself, are not that convinced of this. I think this is more interpretation and very far-fetched rather than actual evidence, but a lot of people still believe in this. So that's my thoughts on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. When do you think Drake's new album, Certified Lover Boy, will drop? Do you think it is August 6th? Do you think it'll drop before then, after then? How long do you think he will take to release this album, to do the rollout for it? And how much truth do you think that these rumors about August 6th really hold, or is this all just a big conspiracy theory and people just interpreting stuff way too much and way too deeply? Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.